Woke up. We stayed at Rob's place. We hung out with Rob Hume.
Robbie Hume.
Rob Hume. Good man. Good man.
Coming through to Jacksonville.
They were like,
right. You probably heard a little bit yesterday on the podcast. We were talking about it.
Spur of the moment, we're like, hey, Rob lives in Jacksonville.
A little bit of plans being made, trying to be made. And it just totally came through. We came to Jacksonville. Rob showed us an awesome bar, steampunk bar.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kickback's Gastro Pub.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Oh, very good food.
Very good food. Really cool.
Cool
selection
drinks.
of drinks.
Not promoting the bar too much. 189 different varieties of beer and cider and all that stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Very awesome.
Hung out with Rob a little bit, then we went back to his place.
Yeah. Brought us back for some more drinks, some wine. Lit some candles. That was very
Some
interesting.
incense.
It smelled very good.
Yeah. No, we just crashed. And then we woke up and we're gonna get some breakfast at a diner.
Yeah. And that's just awesome, being able to drive through just a state and say, oh wait,
we know this.
don't we know a caricature artist who lives here?
Yeah, let's see if we can hang out and crash his place. How awesome is that? You can't do that with a plumber. Oh, you're a plumber too?
You taking us to Papa John's?
Oh yeah.
You taking us for an oil change?
I don't know. Where's he going? I'm not sure. He needs to get an oil change though.
Okay. I guess we're getting an oil change first
We're getting
before a diner.
A diner change.
We get a diner change.
But we don't. Maybe he's gonna. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what's up.
Oh, there it is. Black Creek Cafe. That's what it is.
Oh.
We thought we saw a Jiffy Lube. It was like, oh, we're in a Jiffy Lube. Hey, wait, hold on. We're like, oh. It's like, there it is. Black Creek Cafe.
Nah, that's fine.
There's more stuff around here than I expected. Because he kept on saying, oh, it's like nowhere. But there's stuff around here. Pretty close.
It's just so far from everything.
Oh, like.
Any of the places
It's not a gastro pub, but I'll be all right.
Like when I do characters, I drive for about an hour to get to these places.
Huh. Nice. Rob, you're on our podcast.
No way.
Yeah.
You're doing one right now?
Yeah, I'm just gonna record a bunch of stuff.
Robcast.
We just record our road
Robcast,
trip.
I like that.
Just put it on. It's just whatever.
Have you been putting them up?
I've only put up the Aaron ones. This is gonna be our Kirby. When Kirby and I do, it's different. I just changed it.
That's right. The one with Aaron.
Yeah.
Did he really think I was mad at him?
He's just extra paranoid because I don't think he knows you well enough. I'm like, no, he totally knows we're just messing with him. And
So like after that, he went through
yeah, no, I told him
every photo,
Click
like on Facebook.
Yeah, just
Makes the most random photos I
Yeah.
didn't even know I had on there. Just like liking them all.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I forgot I took that. 16 years ago.
Yeah, there's some photo of like Kimbo's nose. Like I don't even know how I got it on Facebook.
What y'all drinking?
Oh, there. Could I get a water?
Can I water and coffee?
Yeah. Coffee, orange juice.
Okay.
Coffee
I had
and
to-
orange juice?
I had to think.
Coffee mixed with orange juice?
That's a fair thing, man. Like you guys don't do that
What?
because you get when you're working at those fairs, you're like exposed to so much crap that whenever I'm out, I gotta get orange juice.
Oh.
But then coffee because you won't function.
Yeah. I understand that.
I'll drink that. I think it's there.
I try to keep up with it with naked juices.
Do you guys eat healthy on the road?
Actually, I try to actually. I think maybe I eat healthy because I'm trying to make up for it.
Overeat healthy.
Or like, I'll try to eat more fruits and vegetables than I normally would do because I know I'm gonna be in a non-healthy environment. So like I'll drink more smoothies or whatever. I don't know how good they are for you. I don't really know.
Apples and bananas and stuff.
So I try to load it up. Even though I still eat crappy stuff sometimes. But
I
try to
eat
load
pretty
up.
much just garbage from at these shows.
Yeah?
It's terrible.
Really? You're still pretty thin.
Oh, it's just I'm gonna die.
It doesn't show. I look good, but inside, my organs, they're black. It's just,
Well, I've only been doing it for what, like a couple years, like I'm assume like if I kept this up for a decade, like it'd be the end of me.
Probably. Maybe that's why people last like 3 years. Maybe.
Oh, what's that?
Maybe that's why people last like 3 years. Like you're kind of saying.
Oh, there we go.
Because they eventually, their health problems
Yeah.
just get in the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody need green?
Yes, please.
I guess we try to keep healthy.
Try, I guess.
I don't know, we're going to be near Steak and Shake. That's 24 hours.
Remember that? You remember that? Steak and Shake next
Yeah.
to.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be so hard.
Oh, you're staying at the same hotel?
Yeah,
then?
yeah.
That's
Past
awesome.
3 years, yeah. We always
awesome.
go there.
Goodness. It's going to be rough. Just having to drive past it every day and telling yourself you won't go in.
I just try to eat healthy in between the shows.
Yeah.
And then orange juice or something healthy whenever we're out.
It's good.
I still don't know how healthy orange juice is, really. Which was okay, but
Well, you got vitamin D in it and
orange
vitamin
juice.
C. You get plenty of vitamin D out there, but not any vitamin C.
Sometimes you give a lot of vitamin D out there.
You've been hearing stories?
I don't know what to get.
I think I'm going to get the 2 eggs and the hash browns. I'm not much of a breakfast person.
Okay.
It's hard for me to eat a big meal at breakfast.
Yeah, I always eat a big breakfast.
Yeah.
It's my only meal I'll eat a lot of.
I eat a big lunch. Just got to pass that like noon mark, and then I'm like good to go.
Yeah, I used to be able to like not eat it in college, but like you just train yourself to stay up late enough to where it feels like you're not hungry till noon.
Where did you go to college?
Went to the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale.
Art Institute in Fort Lauderdale. Ooh.
Did you go to school?
I went to a small community college
Yeah.
and took a lot of art classes, but I never really finished. Characters got in the way. Not in the way. I chose characters over school.
Yeah.
But yeah. A couple of years, and then I started to get really into this.
It was alright. It's just I got out of animation at some point, and then it's like, well, what was the point of all that?
You were doing animation, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Did you have a lot of projects that you animated? Did you really like it, or
I didn't really like it.
is it tedious?
It's like, yeah, tedious is probably the word you use.
Yeah.
Tedious, and then also, it's like any freelance, kind of like any art jobs in the real world. Because I don't think characters is the real world. We're like in this weird nether realm.
It's not. It's totally an underground, like, sort of situation.
Unless you really like get some dream job, you're gonna be doing really lame stuff. So like, I was animating video games like My Little Ponies. What was it called? Cabbage Patch. No, it was Cabbage Patch Babies and Ponies was one game I animated.
That is awesome.
Some Bratz Babies video game. Like
Okay, I
four.
can see how you kind of like fell
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah. That was the worst. Those are the worst ones. We always name those first.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
It's like SpongeBob games and stuff like that. And we did Coke commercials and things like that. Just random stuff.
yeah.
Never really worked on anything cool. I don't know. That's probably what did it for me. Doing like, 6 years of just horrible, animation projects. And like, one day you wake up and you're like, I think I hate this.
That's really cool. And what got you out of animation school? What besides the decision to leave? Like, did you have the job set up afterwards? Like, what do you care if you choose?
I kind of got out of art altogether before I went into characters. Like,
Oh.
because I was using characters as like a fallback job in LA.
Yeah.
And it worked great for that, but I was like, I can't pay my bills with this. Like, I don't know how these guys do it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'd love to do this over animation, but I can't. So, at a certain point, like I moved to a couple different places to do jobs there, and they were like short-term things. They didn't work out. Companies went under, and things like that. And then I started like wondering if
companies down to the ground.
Yeah, like I started associating art with bad feelings. Have you ever done that? Probably not, because you guys have so much fun.
We do a lot of fun.
But
We're pretty lucky.
After
Sometimes,
after like
when I stub my toe and I'm at the booth.
so much time of connecting like miserable times with like that.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
3 separate tickets?
Um,
Oh wait.
yeah, just one. Just one.
One?
Yeah, we got it.
No. Seriously.
We got it.
Come on.
No. All right, here we go.
This is on the podcast. I'm gonna get 2 farm fresh eggs with hash browns and sunny side up.
Toast biscuit English muffin?
English muffin. Yes, please.
No meat?
No meat.
I get scrambled eggs, a couple pancakes, and some sausages.
We got a Belgian waffle. Can I get a side of sausage?
Nice.
Thank you.
This isn't still going, is it?
Yeah.
I'm talking about such bullshit.
We record everything.
No, okay.
Alright, we record everything. We were going to record our like 12, 15-hour road trip down here.
Yeah,
just
it's
straight.
a lot of just yelling and just random words. If it's not good, I just delete it or whatever.
Like we kind of got silent after a while, and I just started to make noises.
Yeah.
Was that story true about Samy's dog dying?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I thought you were messing with me.
Wait, which part? No, she actually did die. It did die. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what part are you asking about?
Oh, you had
Actually-
a dog saying, "I hate Rob Hume," like
Yeah.
on the cover of your podcast.
But what part were
Yeah,
you?
I was like, and I was like, "Fuck that dog." Seriously, I didn't know. And then you told me he just died.
Oh, it did just die. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I can't feel bad.
Which is cool, dude. I made fun of her.
Poor Sammy. I didn't know Sammy's dog died.
Yeah. It was really old though, so it wasn't like.
That makes it even worse though, because then you turn it into a real person.
You got the best
Oh,
ones
yeah.
in that dog.
I can't imagine having. What's really old though? Like 15 years?
I think so. 15. Yeah. Something like
Yeah,
that.
see, that's small. I've never had a pet live 10 years, though. 15.
I'm surprised with how long my pet's lived. He's only like 4, but so I think that's the longest I've had a dog around me.
It's just weird. Just think about it. I've had an animal living in my house I've been feeding for 15 years.
It's crazy.
That's a teenager. That's a human being. That guy would be walking around like, going to school. I'll be back later.
I feel responsible. Like, wow, I kept this thing alive
Yeah.
for that long.
My baby.
It's impressive.
My baby. Oh, baby.
Every meal has came from you. Its whole life.
You're basically its God.
Well done.
And
Well
you
done.
let it die. Oh, man. You excited about these fairs you're doing? This fair? Yeah.
No, this one should be good. This one should be good.
All right. Awesome.
We're, it should be a real laid back one. Small show. I don't know. I approach every show like what is the point of this one?
Yeah.
And it's not always money. Like it's always on some scale. Money.
Yeah.
I was like, what is the point of this one? Because some of them are just so busy. There's no way I'm gonna have fun at them.
Yeah.
Like it's just about making money.
That makes sense.
Like in like August,
Yeah.
Just money making.
kind of. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's where my brain would be if not for who I'm surrounded with. It's kind of just gets put in your head.
That's true. Yeah.
Everybody around you and that money making.
I remember we're at Erie County, and we're just pumping out shit. Like, sorry.
Oh, okay. Who cares?
Just pumping out. We've said worse things while
Yeah.
recording.
And no, all of us are. And I don't know about everybody. And then I go down to your guys' place, and you guys have like the most awesome characters. I just remember Aaron doing this one of it's like a Middle Eastern woman in the full garb, jumping off a diving board.
Oh, you saw
Big
that one?
feet. Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't she have
The end of the
big
night.
It was so funny.
It was great.
And
Oh my goodness.
I think he just asked her, "What do you like to do?" And she said, "Swimming." Just randomly, and so he had her jumping into a body of water.
Full like
on.
Muslim guy
Yeah.
or whatever. What a,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Like what?
We'll go back and edit the actual name of it over Rob's.
Thingamajig.
Yeah.
What we're saying. Full
Garment.
dashiki. I think that's African.
Edits.
So how was the fair that we're working the first year you were out with the California boys?
how was that show?
Was it this show?
Yeah.
There's
This is the Rob worked this show we're doing with Kirby now, who's never done it.
How was it?
It was 4 years ago.
In your opinion?
That was a great introduction to fairs.
Yeah.
Like I was totally happy with the money I made at that show, and then more importantly, I just had fun artistically. Like at first, it was tough getting back into it. I hadn't done it in 4 years. I really didn't draw in for 2 years up until like maybe a couple months before that. Yeah, just getting back into art.
Thank you. Did you used art sticks though, right? Before at with Glenn? Before you worked with us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like the first time I ever did it.
I felt like you used something new that maybe it was the marker you never used before. I felt like it was something you were still trying out. You were testing. I think maybe the chart pack.
Oh, we had the Marquettes when I.
Oh, so you're a just case of the
I was
bleedy,
spoiled with the best marker ever.
Lucky bastard.
That's a
I'm
weird
the
transition.
generation that never got the Marquette. Like,
I still think about it sometimes. Like I'm like,
oh hey, lucky you.
Yeah.
Oh, double yeah.
I don't think that was mine.
Oh,
Sorry.
Lucky me.
lucky you.
Thank you.
There you go. Your English coming.
Okay, thank you.
Can I get y'all anything else?
All right.
I think I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, do you have a syrup? Syrup?
Right here.
Oh, it's right there? Okay, cool. Thank you.
Double you.
Double yolk.
Yeah, it was a good show, but that was probably the thing. I didn't have I don't think I had a color pad at that show either. Or I wasn't using it. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I still remember the stuff you did. That show was fun. You did some really fun stuff when you were still experimenting and letting go. And remember we did this these two girls, like a cowboy or something, riding a cowboy, like a rodeo.
There were a few fun drawings.
They were fun. They were really fun.
That's awesome.
You and Corey were going at it like almost every drawing of that show.
Yeah, I guess
For a
so.
little while.
For a little while, yeah. I feel like looking back at it now, it was okay, but we could really push it down more. I think.
I remember there was a guy I drew there. I still think about this. He's the closest person I've ever drawn that actually looked like Popeye. Like he looked like Popeye, just a little facial hair. And I don't know, I just did a Fleischer styled, drawing of him. I was so happy with it. I didn't even take a picture of it. And then I still think about, man, I should have took a picture of that.
Wait, at the fair? That fair or just another? You're talking about? Just
It was that show.
Oh, that
show
show?
specifically, yeah.
That's awesome.
Just do you ever do that? Because I never take pictures of stuff. Like I really have to force myself to take pictures.
No, I'm just so used to it. I take pictures all the time.
Yeah, in the routine.
Yeah,
of
I
it.
just get used to it. You should take pictures.
I should.
It's a good learning tool too. Like I look back and I look and see what I should have done wrong, or or did right, or why I did like this one, or
Chris Meeksey's been on me about that because at the end of every single day he wants to see pictures of drawings he liked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think didn't like anything again. No, it's not true, but
This year I want to take a picture of everything I do, no matter what.
Really,
Yeah.
I like that.
Picture like every time I do a caricature, just because.
that would shame you into really
Yeah.
bringing it, right?
Yeah. Well,
I
for
don't know if I'd post every single.
Right. Oh
but
no,
would take a
I would.
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to go back and be like, all right, I could have done that better. Because I don't know. I think it'll be great for, like you said, learning.
Yeah. And even like sometimes I do tame ones. Just people rarely see it. I'm surprised you haven't seen too many. But the one Corey showed you, like that one was like, when he took that picture and he posted on like Snapchat. Like
he put it on Snapchat.
Yeah. I was
That's
like,
not cool.
Yeah, that's not cool. I was like, I got it like shamed me into like for the rest of the night. I didn't do any tame ones because I was afraid, you know. Because I don't want to see, people see that.
Well,
but sometimes just to make money, you know. Like just got to get him out of the chair. I don't want to spend time on it. So.
I mean, the only thing that was amusing about it was so different than how you normally draw.
Oh yeah.
Like, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't like bad, but I just want people.
It wasn't like the girl I drew as a sunflower bad.
I was just gonna say that. I remember that.
It wasn't that bad.
That was really bad. Whatever.
It was
funny though. It was so funny because it's so ridiculous. Like,
you know what it was? I drew like a horrible drawing, and then they loved it and wanted to do make her a sunflower for a body.
Yeah.
And I remember just thinking, I'll do this a lot when I'm like in a horrible drawing mode.
Yeah. So whatever.
I shut off my brain and I'm just like, yeah, whatever you want, whatever. And then the second somebody walks up and catches or sees it for a second,
you just go right back to like,
it brings you back to reality. Like, I just did that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought nobody could see this.
What's the most embarrassing drawing you've ever done?
Oh, I don't know. It had to be just a hack sketch. I don't remember.
Oh my goodness.
Not necessarily something that people saw, but like.
All right.
Most embarrassing. I have one. That it still haunts me to this day. These two girls walk up and they want a theme. They want to be drawn as minions. So I don't know what to do. I honestly don't do that many bodies, and when I do them, they're not that good. So I drew a minion body, minion head shape, minion goggles, and just drew their features on the minion. And it was the worst thing I had ever done. Corey was there.
Oh, really?
Like May was there, and they were just watching me, and I could feel like my heart just pumping out adrenaline. It was like I got stabbed in the leg, and my body was like, you're not gonna feel it for a while. Like I was in shock. I was sweating. I was just like.
What was the reaction?
They loved it.
Yeah.
They loved it, and I felt dumb. So dumb.
I think it's because you drew Minion. I think that they were like anything, you know. As long as the Minion was in there.
I mean, it had their face, but it's the worst. The worst looking. It's the creepiest minions I'd ever seen.
I think the drawing I was most ashamed of. It wasn't a bad drawing. I drew this guy in an airport drawing for tip. It was a tip drawing, mind you, when I was doing it at the airport. Mm-hmm. So it's weird that I felt bad about it, but it has nothing to do with money. And this guy and his wife, and I drew his wife first, and it was horrible. Like I was going really stylized, trying stuff, and it was just a horrible failure in likeness. So I remember thinking like, all right, I got to recover, or I'm not gonna get anything for my time on this. So I spent the rest of the drawing like, I'm gonna give him full bodies. There was enough room for that because the composition was bad too. So I gave him full bodies and made them all stylized, and I made sure the husbands was really, really cool and fun. And then I was like, okay, I'll make them holding hands or something, and they're like I just made a bunch of stuff to distract away from her horrible likeness. And then I show it to them. And they're like, oh, that's so sweet. And they were like really moved by it. I wasn't 100% sure why, because I'm like, okay, good, they like it. And so I go to shake the guy's hand, and he's missing the entire arm that I drew him holding his wife's hand with.
Oh.
Like the entire arm. And I'm so stressing about the drawing, I didn't even
oh my God,
pay attention to this. Like I got my board.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think they thought it was sweet because they thought I did it on purpose. Like, this is what you guys would look like if you had your arm. Which,
I don't. Yeah, that's.
but that's since the second I realized what happened, I couldn't even speak.
Really.
And he just kind of had to awkwardly leave.
Did you agree with him, or were you just like, yeah?
I'm just trying to figure out what happened. I'm like, what?
Where'd your arm go?
Kinda. You make assumptions sometimes.
Yeah.
I saw one
I
arm.
assume somebody has two arms.
Don't make those assumptions. I seriously will have people now, after that traumatized me so much, that now I'll have people turn their head just to see if they have 2 ears.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to draw a second. Wait, I got to make sure.
Yeah.
Can I? Okay.
Wow.
1, 2, how many fingers?
That's the worst. Oh, I got an even better one.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
These aren't even bad drawings, just like mess ups. There's a picture of this somewhere. I'm going to try to find it. This guy was a burn victim. Like a really bad burn victim.
Yeah.
And like his whole side of the face was like melted off, and his ear was melted off. But good spirits or whatever. And he wanted me to do a full body black and white drawing of him, whatever. And he wanted me to draw him as what I was like. You want to do a theme? Like, you just want me to draw like standing there awkwardly? Like, what do you? Like, can you give me some kind of thoughts on this? And he's like, well, I really like doing barbecue. I do barbecue in the back. I like cooking. I'm not even drawing any lines to jokes. I'm just like, okay, this is trying to do a really good drawing of this guy who's really scarred.
Barbecue.
And I swear I drew this with no ill intention. He's doing barbecue and he's holding up a wiener. Like, seriously, it ended up right next to his ear. And it has to be subconscious. For some reason, I decided to make the wiener burnt and smoked and charred. Like I guess,
no,
hey,
it's
you're
a funny gag.
No, because if you're
we barbecue and you burn
yeah.
something, it's funny.
But
It's a
but
good
I didn't
train
make
of
any of
thought.
this connection to it. I do the whole drawing. I even took a picture of it, not really realizing what I did. And then Tony Sabota saw it while I was doing it, and he says, "Well, that was bold, Rob," or something like that, something along those lines.
Yeah. I can
I'm
totally hear him
"What?"
say that too.
And then soon as I look at the photo and realize what he was talking about, it looked like I was just making fun.
Yeah, a little like
of
a
his,
burn, yeah.
of his burn with.
It's a good gag. I think it's a good gag. I think it's a good gag. I don't have too much problem with it. That guy was pretty silly.
I know the family had a problem with it though,
Oh, they
because
Really?
it was supposed to be color, and they
They were like,
That's
this
why
is black
they
and
have
white.
they said, just leave it black and white. As soon as I did that, I still didn't connect the dots.
Oh, really?
I'm like in my own world.
It's probably better that way.
I don't know. I don't know if the actual guy was offended though.
Probably not. I mean,
We never know,
he
but
said barbecuing. You should expect something,
Right?
A normal, sane person would.
you should
look
have
at
just drew his
themselves
head
put
on the
it-
grill.
But if I'm gonna make that joke, I would like to do it on purpose.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like the
Go
fact
for
that
it.
it's on accident.
Sometimes
Hold up a burnt hot dog right next to his melted ear.
Oh man. No, that's good. Good job.
Can't really think of anything specific, but I guess overall, if I miss on likeness, I feel really bad. Like miss.
Yeah.
That's usually my life. I can hack out a sketch. If I get a likeness, I'm fine with it. At least it looks like him. But if I just miss, I'm like, oh, come on.
I get most upset if it's the quality that I miss on.
Really?
It's just the line work I know is really off.
Oh really? I don't really care about
Because I think the
quality
line
as much.
work.
Yeah.
I know the line work has something to do with likeness, so I think that affects
Really?
the likeness too. Because I'll go back to my old park style sometimes, and it'll just look bad for the person I'm drawing. I can see it. Stress over that shit. I had a weird, it wasn't a weird theme, but it was just funny. I was at the Arkansas Fair in Little Rock, and we were just drawing people. This woman comes up with her disabled friend, brother, I didn't know who it was, and she sits him down, I start drawing him, and she whispers, she's like, could you draw him as a, just a Christian cowboy or something like that? Draw him as a Christian cowboy? Christian cowboy? What the fuck is a Christian cowboy? And I didn't ask anything else afterwards. I was like, Christian cowboy, gotcha. So I drew him with a cowboy hat, and swinging the rope around, and
I remember this guy.
and right next to it, I wrote, "Yeehaw for Jesus."
That was an awesome sketch. It was a good sketch, yeah.
I
remember.
don't know if she was offended or not, because I think she.
Yeah,
I think it's cute.
What else can you do?
Right, it's
Yeah.
like,
And then it just drew drew a cross on his cowboy hat. Yeah, and he was making a funny face, so drew him with a funny face, swinging that rope around. Oh, Jesus.
I don't see why that would be offensive.
yeah, I think it's okay.
I don't know. The words "yeehaw" for Jesus just sound offensive.
It
No, I
sounds
like
funny.
It. I think it's
sounds
funny. Yeah, I like it.
That was beautiful. Oh man. And he was cool. He did a little chuckle whenever I showed him that chuckle. It looked like a chuckle. He was severely disabled. I couldn't tell. I assumed. But yeah.
I guess that has to do with also bad customer reactions. When I feel bad. I guess when I feel bad, 'cause I try not to do a sketch that a customer doesn't like. But I did a drawing, and it was really silly. I made his forehead into a hot dog, and it was just carrots. I don't know, you weren't there. It was like a bunch of carrots and stuff. And I showed it to him. And I spent some time on it. Like the quality was there, but it was really weird and silly. And I showed it to them, and they were like, just stared at it. And then the girl was like, "Are you?" You know, the cliche staring at
What are you
him.
telling me about?
And then she's like, "Are you serious? Is this real?
This is the real sketch.
This is a real sketch? Real? This is like serious." And then the guy was like, "Oh, I get it. It's one of those things where you're gonna show me the real sketch, right? You know, that kind of thing."
Yeah.
I'm like,
you're like,
no,
nope.
this is it." And it just got awkward. I still made her pay for it.
Wow.